The one question that I hear more than anything else is, how do you defend guilty people? They're criminals. How do you sleep at night? I've heard that question more times than I can count at this point, and I think that the answer usually surprises people. The job of a criminal defense lawyer isn't to decide who is worthy of their constitutional rights. It's to make sure that the Constitution works the way it's supposed to. Let me explain. So we have certain constitutional rights in this country as part of the Constitution of the United States of America, and one of those rights, the Sixth Amendment of the Constitution, provides that everyone has a right to counsel. Everyone has a right to a defense. The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution protects you from unlawful searches and seizures, so everyone deserves a defense. It doesn't matter what they did, they deserve a defense. They deserve to have an attorney look at the case and decide whether or not the police did their job correctly, whether they had any evidence that was unlawfully obtained, whether they have statements that were unlawfully obtained, and whether everything was done properly. They also have a right to have somebody walk them through the process. It doesn't mean that we are condoning their behavior if they did something wrong, but here's the main thing. Not everyone is guilty. We are presumed innocent until proven guilty, and I actually think that they should revise that to unless proven guilty. So everybody that walks into a courtroom should be presumed innocent. Of course, that's a fantasy. Anybody that sees a defendant in a courtroom is going to assume that they did something wrong. Even after practicing law for 30 years, my mom still asks me if my client, what did they do? And I say, Mom, they didn't necessarily do it. So she goes, oh, that's right, that's right. So the fact is, not everyone is guilty. People deserve a defense, and even if they are guilty, they deserve an appropriate sentence based on the facts of the case and all of the mitigating information. Who is this person? What has their life looked like? What led them here? Perhaps somebody had, and I've seen this more times than I care to say, parents who were drug addicts, who were abusive, they were molested, they were abandoned, and so of course they became a drug addict or some other thing that changed them into this person who committed a crime. So we have to have more empathy. We have to have more compassion as human beings for what people may have gone through and what led them there. Because I always say to judges, but for the grace of God go you and I. Not everybody has the privileges that some of us have had. Not everyone has had an education or a loving family or a roof over their head. So these are things that people need to understand. We need to have compassion. Even when somebody does something terrible, they can be remorseful. They can say, you know what, I really screwed up and I'm really sorry, and let me make it right. Does that person deserve to be punished as much as somebody who says, I don't care? You know, and so these are all factors that have to be considered, and that is why I do this job. I am the gatekeeper. I am the person who protects you from the government or the county or the state or the city, whoever it is that is prosecuting you, even if you did something wrong. You know what? I am not here to judge, and neither should you. So defending someone's constitutional rights doesn't mean approving of every decision that that person has made. It means making sure that the justice system follows the law for everyone. So if you want more behind-the-scenes explanations about how the criminal justice system works, please subscribe and follow for more videos.